One is not struck by the truth until prompted quite accidentally by some external event. Everything existing in the universe is the fruit of chance and necessity. The smallest minority on Earth is the individual. Those who deny individual rights cannot claim to be defenders of minorities. Only when compassion is present will people allow themselves to see the truth. Anyone can hide. Facing up to things, working through them, that's what makes you strong. Your heart is a powerful force. Use it consciously. Life isn't about escaping the darkness. It's all about experiencing both the day and night. Like all dreamers, I confuse disenchantment with truth. Everyone makes mistake. Type of mistake gives the perspective of seriousness. Failure is instructive. The person who really thinks learns quite as much from his failures as from his successes. Be it lifelong or short, its completeness depends on what it was lived for. It doesn't get better by overthinking, it only gets better by working towards eradicating your problems. There is nothing more beautiful than seeing a person being themselves. Imagine going through your day being unapologetically you. There is no future without a past, because what is to be cannot be imagined except as a form of repetition. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. If you wake up tired, you've been chasing dreams. If you go to bed tired, you're making your dreams happen. It's better not to know authors personally, because the real person never corresponds to the image you form of him from reading his books. Death is unstoppable. One must face it as a fact of life. I was a veritable Johnny Appleseed of grand expectations, and all I reaped for my trouble was a harvest of bitter fruit. Having perfected our disguise, we spend our lives searching for someone we don't fool. Never stop just because you feel defeated. The journey to the other side is attainable only after great suffering. Some of us are busy doing things. Some of us are busy complaining. Everything and everyone, including you and I, are made up of the magic from the stars in the sky. The trouble is you can shut your eyes, but you can't shut your mind. We travel, some of us forever, to seek other states, other lives, other souls. Do not give them a candle to light the way, teach them how to make fire instead. That is the meaning of enlightenment. Those who wish to read always find a book. There are new chapters, new pages, and new journey to embark on. Sometimes it takes a good fall to really know where you stand. In life there are two things which are dependable: the pleasures of the flesh and the pleasures of literature. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. What keeps life fascinating is the constant creativity of the soul. The path to success is to take massive, determined action. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. All these years of thinking, ending up like this, in front of all this beauty, understanding nothing. All men want, not something to do with, but something to do, or rather something to be. For every good reason there is to lie, there is a better reason to tell the truth. If there never was a night or day and memories could fade away, then we'd be nothing left but the dreams we made. It is error only, and not truth, that shrinks from inquiry. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. To know how much there is to know is the beginning of learning to live. To find what you seek in the road of life, the best proverb of all is that which says, "Leave no stone unturned." He who is highly esteemed is not easily conspired against. Before you can successfully make friends with others, first you have to become your own friend. Forgive yourself before you die, then forgive others. Water and air, the two essential fluids on which all life depends, have become global garbage cans. I allow manipulation to find out where my enemy wants me to go. Then I use my mind to break the trap and punish the perpetrators. There's no point having wishes if you don't at least try to do them. The beauty of the world has two edges, one of laughter, one of anguish, cutting the heart asunder. Maybe it was wrong, or maybe impossible, but I wanted the truth to be one thing, one solid thing. Hate is nothing when weighed against survival. Fear is nothing more than a negative assessment of risk. When you're too tired and feel like giving up on life, sit down and ponder over the journey of water. I've always liked the moonless night best. It's easier to say things in the dark. It's easier to be yourself. People have only as much liberty as they have the intelligence to want and the courage to take. We are at our most powerful the moment we no longer need to be powerful. The pain you feel today will build you into a better person tomorrow. Don't break down when you face any challenge in life. It will pass. We are flawed creatures, all of us. Some of us think that means we should fix our flaws. But get rid of my flaws and there would be no one left. Give the pupils something to do, not something to learn. And the doing is of such a nature as to demand thinking. Learning naturally results. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. We are like chameleons. We take our hue and the color of our moral character from those who are around us. I can learn to live with guilt. I don't care about being good. Dead yesterdays and unborn tomorrows. Why fret about it, if today be sweet? Anarchism is founded on the observation that since few men are wise enough to rule themselves, even fewer are wise enough to rule others. Learning to distance yourself from all the negativity is one of the greatest lessons to achieve inner peace. If the world is against the truth, then I am against the world. No matter where you are, you're always a bit on your own, always an outsider. Patience and improvement is the key to opening the door to progress. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. I don't think that there are any limits to how excellent we could make life seem. Now and then it's good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Be true to yourself. How you treat yourself sets the standard for how others will treat you. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive. Life is a drama full of tragedy and comedy. You should learn to enjoy the comic episodes a little more. I guess sometimes you have to lie to find the truth. Be wary of strong drink. It can make you shoot at the tax collector and miss. The most important thing is this, to sacrifice what you are now for what you can become tomorrow. You owe no one explanation of why you do what you do, especially those who ask not to help but to judge you. Don't be afraid to challenge the pros, even in their own backyard. A photographer is like a cod, which produces 1,000,000 eggs in order that one may reach maturity. Even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. Never say that I have taken it, only that I have given it back. Tragedy and adversary are the stones we sharpen our swords against so we can fight new battles. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. Respect and take care of the people. It's for the people in return you get respect from the people. When you take control of your attitude, you take control of your life. When you are measuring life, you are not living it. The moon stared at me through sprinkled nighttime stardust, and I alone smile. Those who are wise won't be busy, and those who are too busy can't be wise. A stone is heavy and the sand is weighty, but a fool's wrath is heavier than them both. Perception was easily accomplished, required little effort, and it never had to stand the test of reality. The glory is always hidden between the lines of the story. Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. Success to me is being happy, truly fulfilled, being proud of myself, and doing different things all the time. It's faith in something and enthusiasm for something that makes a life worth living. Do not fear to be eccentric in opinion, for every opinion now accepted was once eccentric. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, and doing as you say you would do. Half of seeming clever is keeping your mouth shut at the right times. I am well practiced in avoidance and indifference, though the hollowness in my soul resents her absence. I wear the mask I must. Surround yourself only with people who are going to take you higher.